right now on KCAL9 News at 10.
Tonight at 10 o'clock, breaking news. At least 20 homes destroyed, 200 acres burned in Laguna Niguel. Many homes still burning tonight.
Tonight, the coastal fire is 0% contained.
Mandatory evacuation orders still in place for Coronado Point, Vista Court, and Via Los Rosas Street. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jeff Vaughn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susie Sa. This is KCAL9 News at 10, also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. KCAL9's Leslie Marin is live tonight in the devastated neighborhood. And Leslie, where are you exactly?
Susie, we are on a Vista Court. This is a court made up of 3 homes, 2 of them destroyed. And you can see all this water coming down. That is the water that firefighters are using just to mop up the homes like the one behind me. Take a look. This is a home we have been showing you all night. This, I believe, the address may be 5 Vista Court. This is a home where really only the bones remain. The right side of the home, whatever was possibly on top of what we believe was maybe a garage with a car inside, that has collapsed. You can see right through the home. It looks like maybe the back half of the home has collapsed. Earlier, we could actually hear portions of this home just coming down, the rumbles of it as it came down. It was just a devastating sight to see how quickly these homes, being so massive, they did burn. But you can see here that it continues to smolder even as fire crews are working just to mop up what they can of this home. They tell us that is their main mission tonight, is to focus on the structures, the homes that have caught fire, the homes that are total loss, try to get the flames completely extinguished. I want to show you right next door because this is the next door neighbors, and the roof has been on fire for hours now. Firefighters have put up their ladder and are just drenching the roof of this home, and the one spot I can't help but notice is really that the fire, the flames have really stayed contained to the roof of that home. We have not seen any of the flames travel down, which may be a good thing. But we did speak to a captain earlier today. We talked about how these homes, being so large, being so new, many of them made out of fire retardant material, they had the defensible space. How did they catch fire so quickly? Hear what he had to say.
Our goal with any home on fire is to prevent a home-to-home ignition, and that just means one fire catching the next house on fire. So that is our goal here tonight. There obviously are homes that have been damaged severely by the fire, so our goal is to mitigate those fires that we see now to prevent the home next to it not being damaged by the fire as well.
Again, we talked to the captain about what the operation looks like for tonight, through the night. He says they have all the resources they need. They're able to break shifts. So some firefighters who may be exhausted from fighting this fire when it started right around 2 p.m., they're able to take a break and they're able to bring new crews on. But again, they have all the resources they need. They'll be focused on property tonight and just trying to get as much of these fires out at these different homes. But you can see this one behind me as some of the smoke starts to whip up. It's just a devastating sight to see as you see the roof just gone. Half of the home has collapsed as fire crews are just at this point trying to put it on. But you can imagine the devastation that these homeowners will walk home to. And I will mention that there are 3 homes on this block. One home completely untouched. But for now, that is the latest here on Vista Court. For now, Susie, Jeff, we'll turn it back to you guys in the studio.
Leslie, thank you so much for that. And crews will be in the area all night and into tomorrow to prevent embers from spreading.
Our live team coverage moves to KCAL9's Nicole Comstock to show you the damage now on LaView Street in Laguna Niguel. Nicole.
Yeah, you guys, it's pretty loud out here right now because the SoCal Gas Company crew just got out here with a jackhammer. They're actually busting into the sidewalk in front of this home, which unfortunately was destroyed out here on LaView earlier this afternoon when apparently embers from another home burning just up the street must have gone in through some sort of vent on the roof, smoldered in the attic space for a long time, and then eventually the whole roof collapsed in on this house. Right now, we're going to get you to some video to paint a clearer picture for you of exactly what crews are concerned about out here tonight. Now, this is the intensity of the flames that we were seeing out here earlier this evening, burning through those homes on Coronado Point, which is just one street uphill, up above from where we're standing at right now. Now, they're concerned tonight that since there's still a bit of a wind out here, that embers from those homes that are still actively burning could drift right downhill to these homes on Laview and then go in again through some of those vents and attic spaces and create a problem. They want to obviously keep as many of these homes down here still standing since they did lose so many earlier this evening. Right now, you're going to listen to a captain from the Orange County Fire Authority. Take a listen.
The big challenge is all the void spaces, especially in these types of houses with these types of roofs. These are tile roofs through this neighborhood. So as you can see, this is a perfect example right here, just below that window sill where you can see where it started to catch on fire. As soon as the embers start to get underneath those tiles, and then even in the attic vents, it's not an instant structure fire or building fire. It takes sometimes up to hours before the entire house will start to catch on fire.
So we thought that was a pretty good explainer for people watching at home about how exactly you can have a row of homes like this go down in such a new, nice community with lush green vegetation around us. That same fire captain told us earlier this evening that what we saw out here today was really Mother Nature at its worst with just the right conditions to wipe out part of this neighborhood. And the SoCal Gas Company crew out here obviously trying to do something to shut off the utility to the home, to tap into a line to make sure that this neighborhood is safe for the firefighters that will remain out here throughout the night, protecting these homes on Laview. For now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Nicole, thank you. Well, Desmond Shaw continues our breaking coverage tonight in Sky 9. Des.
Well, Jeff and Susie, it's not just the homes on fire that the fire authority is still trying to extinguish. It's the larger coast fire itself. Here it is down in the canyon. It is still burning actively. Now, the good news is a lot of it has been surrounded by fire retardant and Phos-Chek from earlier this afternoon. Here you see some firefighters. This is at the base of the canyon. Now, let's widen out and show you the satellite view, and you'll be able to see how that fire was able to take off. That in the middle of the screen is basically where the fire started, and it raced up this hill, this steep hill covered in thick brush, and went right to this subdivision up here. And now this is what we are dealing with, the devastation primarily along Coronado Point and all of the homes that are still at this late hour burning. Here, this home, this $10,000 or 10,000 square foot mansion that was just recently listed for sale for more than $5 million has been burning for more than 5 hours. It doesn't look like it's going to be out anytime soon. So firefighters still have their hands full, not just here on the ridgeline, but in the canyon trying to extinguish the coast fire as well. Live in Sky 9 overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Jeff and Susie, back to you in the studio.
Now to an incredible rescue in the middle of today's chaotic fire response. A family's cat was trapped inside of a home as other houses around went up in flames. I'm Michelle Gili talked to Brianna Kavinsky, who told us about her pet trapped inside.
Well, Kavinsky begged crews to rescue her pet, and about 20 minutes later, a Newport Beach firefighter came out with Nivens, her cat.
I'm happy to have him back. He's probably terrified. We're probably going to head out as soon as we can, trying to not get hurt.
Well, Kavinsky's home, by the way, on Coronado Point was spared in the fire.
Was not a red flag warning day. No Santa Anas either.